evening, sir. In this video, I am going to discuss language, dialect, and variety. But first, I will answer a question in the exploration test. So, Cockrell and Nelson's argument is all about speech community and speech fellowship, the three circles, range and depth, institutionalization, norm providing and norm accepting, nativization and acculturation, bilinguals creativity, and lastly, multilingualism and models. Now, let's move on to the next task. So, Professor Verdin Hanke and Professor Rajesh Kumar doesn't have the same concept of discussion into language, dialect, and variety. Professor Hanke is a native speaker, while Professor Kumar is a non-native speaker. Their perspectives on the different concepts of varieties and variation examined from their own point of view in order to give us a complete explanation on this topic. Let's proceed to the outline of arguments. First is from Raj Bihari Kakru. So, here. Speech community. Speech community is a wide-ranging association of varieties. Speech fellowships, marked by local contextual features. The three circles. So I'm going to show here the picture. The inner circle. English as it originally took shape. The outer circle, produced by the second diaspora of English. The expanding circle, further diffusion of English. Range, all the functions which English has in a given community context. Depth, the uses of English that are available to people with varying degrees of education. Institutionalization, the official recognition and acceptance of English. Norm providing produced in inner circle Englishes. Norm accepting is fully dependent on the expanding circle. Norm developing, developed in outer circle. Nativization and acculturation focuses on the mechanisms of SLA or second language acquisition. Bilinguals creativity, most readily thought as creative writing. And last is multilingualism and models. It is the knowledge of more languages than a native language. So we are done with Kakru, and now let's proceed to Kumar. Language. Language is innate human capacity. It is a fully structured system. Language defines human. It is used in society. The rules of language use are systematic as well. It is both individual as well as social entity. Grammatically versus acceptability. A sentence is possible out of its social context, but it will remain unacceptable. A colorless green idea sleep furiously. As acceptability is governed by social rules. Examples: use of second-person pronouns in Hindi. Society. For the purpose of the study of language, a group of at least two persons with no upper limit may constitute society, a group drawn together for a purpose. Identity. Identity is a linguistic construction of membership in one or more social groups or categories. It is not preconceived as male or female. Identity. Identity is a linguistic construction of membership in one or more social groups or categories. It is not preconceived as male or female. It is a nuanced way of referencing. Speech community. Individuals who linguistically behave alike speak the same language, dialect, variety. Individuals who observe same linguistic norms. Individuals may belong to many speech communities. Dialect, socially loaded term. Superficiality of the distinction. A famous quote, "A language is dialect with an army and navy." And the last outline of arguments is from Horgen Hanke. Language, dialect, variety. The problems. The relationship between Dutch versus German. Chinese. Chinese is a group of languages spoken natively by the ethnic. Jamaican roll. Jamaican roll is a language that constantly evolves. Language to criteria. Standardization. The process of which conventional forms of a language. Vitality. The health and strength of a language. Autonomy. An area where learners can direct their own learning. Reduction. Are lost sounds in words. Norms. Is a historically determined set of commonly used language assets. Dialect to variety. Regional. Regional is a set distinct form of a language spoken in a particular area. Social. A variety of speech associated with a particular social class. Phonological. Phonological is the abstraction of a speech sounds. According to MacArthur, English is the lingua franca that Asians now share with one another and with the rest of the world. One should add, however, that this English is now also manifestly an Asian language in its own right. It has been thoroughly indigenized. One might consequently say that whereas the center of gravity of English as a native language continues to be the North Atlantic or in insular Europe and continental North America, the center of gravity of English as a second language or lingua franca is manifestly Asian, especially in the South and East. This chapter presents the basic theoretical concepts that must be understood in order to hold a clear view of the status of English as an inclusive entity and of the relationships of the many various Englishes extant in the world today. So the focus here is on re-examining the concepts that have been the mainstay of the ELT profession regardless of the context of teaching, learning, and using the language Also the status of those concepts in the new context of growing research on world Englishes. So that's it, sir. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.